Hey everyone, welcome back to another ASMR video. Today I'm just going to do a little bit of like a rant style video. I think a lot has happened recently and it might be nice just to have a little chat. Do not mind the crazy outfit. I had matching pajamas on. And then I was like, it's kind of cold still. Come on, Spain, why are you kind of cold in my apartment? Yesterday, I woke up and went out to make food, and there was like randomly thunder, lightning, my power went off, my roommate is not here, and I was like, typical. And then I had to like manually turn it back on. I was like, I just want to make a cup of coffee, like. And then last night, I must have not turned it on properly because I came home at 5 in the morning, and I was like, I'm just gonna make myself food because I ate a whole box of cereal yesterday during the day. I low-key want to buy more of that cereal because it's so freaking good, but I know I'll eat it all again. And like, I literally felt so guilty. Ate the whole box of cereal, and then I went to the gym. I was like, the gym definitely did nothing because I don't know if I said this, but I injured my heel of my foot because when I went to Morocco, we went to surfing, and I landed like, I thought it was too cool to land on like splash, so I like landed standing, and like the pressure sent through my foot, and I was like, so freaking painful, and it's been hurting for 2 weeks now. So yeah, I got the spray from the pharmacy, and it's kind of like an inflammatory spray, and I just been taking ibuprofen or Panadols or paracetamol. I think Panadol's a brand, but I can't tell if it's getting better or if I am just like having so much painkillers and stuff, because some days it doesn't hurt that much, and I can't tell if it's just because of like the stuff I'm taking. But I've been like resting it, icing it, elevating it. I don't have like a compression thing. I just really don't want to go to the doctor. Excuse me. I think it's a bone bruise. I've really just been like popping all my symptoms into ChatGPT and being like, give me like what it could be. Fracture would definitely hurt so freaking much. Sprain, I don't think it's a sprain. There's something else. It said plantar fasciitis or something. And then also I've been getting like a sharp pain that has like developed, and I'm like, that's not good. And like apparently according to chat, it can like develop if you're irritating it. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. And it kind of feels like yesterday it felt like something was moving inside my heel, and I was like, surely I didn't like break it or anything. I don't want that to be the case. But yeah, I really don't want to go to the doctor here. Like, I don't personally like going to the doctor here has been a really bad experience for me because they haven't been able to help me in like terms of like colds or something. So like, how are they gonna help me in terms of this? Like, maybe I should go when I'm back in Ireland, but I feel like Ireland might be like, you need to get a scan, and I'm gonna be like, well, I don't have time to get a scan because I'm back for like 2 days. So yeah, for some reason as well, I'm just looking at myself in this. My arms look so tan, and then my face looks so pale. If anyone has used like Duac or anything, can you please let me know? Because my roommate was saying as well, like maybe because I only kind of put sunscreen normally on my face, that like it doesn't tan as much as the rest of my body. But I think it is just the Duac that has stopped me from tanning as much on my face, and it kind of hurts my feelings because it just looks like I'm flashback mirror or something. But yeah, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, okay, basically I'm kind of scared right now because I don't know, like there's this whole thing with the cruise and the certain thing that's very similar to 2020 that I will not mention. I'm not going to give power to that name. If you don't know what I'm on about, consider yourself lucky. My entire For You page is filled with that right now, and it's really freaking funny. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the TikTok's so funny. And I don't want this again. Also, anyone who is like a bit ill or has symptoms, like the Spanish Prime Minister said that they were allowed in, and the Canary Islands were like, no. But now they're here in Spain, and they were in the Canary Islands, and 14 people who were sick got flown to Madrid, and I'm like, Madrid? I'm not in Madrid, I'm in Spain, and I'm like, what do you mean? I can't do this again. Why is it always close to summer? Why can't this ever happen? Like November, December. Why? Oh, I want a 21st birthday. I want my Irish summer. Like, summer, Ireland is only really bearable in summer, and everything else is kind of depressing. At least you have Christmas and like Halloween, but summer is peak. So like, I can't do this. Like, at least I had my Erasmus, but I'm scared that like, if we go into a lockdown or something, I'm gonna be stuck in Spain, or like not able to fly home, or I'll get sick, because like I have to fly home. I'm flying home for a concert. This is just like first world problems. I feel bad, but like I want to go to that concert. I've been waiting years for this concert, so please let me go. And I have so much planned over summer. I also really wanted the 21st, like so badly. I didn't get to do anything big for my 18th. I did something fun for my 16th, but that is it. And I just can't keep doing this. Like, I don't want this to happen again. And I don't understand. I saw something where it's like an international law that if a ship is plagued, they're not allowed to dock anywhere. And I do understand, like, being the Prime Minister, like, there's Spanish citizens on the ship, so you kind of have to, like, think about that and have a bit of empathy. But at the same time, like, you would have thought that going through 2020 would give people more, like, perspective, or, like, maybe we'd be a bit more prepared as a society for this, but clearly not. I don't want to do this again. I hope nothing comes to it, because I can't, like, I'm an adult now. I have shit to do, which is unfortunate. And also, this time, I swear to God, like, if this happens again, this channel is gonna be blown up. I'm gonna be posting all the time. I'm literally gonna buy like ASMR equipment and get like good microphones and stuff. Like, this is going to work properly. I know this like makes no sense, but I'm gonna make use of this. Oh my God, I just thought, like, I went to the gym yesterday and I was like, wow, if like this happens again, I'm not gonna be able to go to the gym. And this is like kind of my safe space. Even like a pool. I love swimming, and you can't really swim in the Irish Sea because it's kind of fucking cold even during summer. So I just had like so much hope for the summer that I don't want it to be ruined. Also, everyone making memes about of course they decide to do the bins right now. Of course they do. Everyone making memes about Among Us. I'm just like, I've been watching Among Us non-stop since 2020. Disguised Toast, Valkyrie, Ludwig, Koji, 5up, like, I have been on that. I'm not a huge Sidemen Among Us person. Yeah, is that English? I'm not a huge Sidemen Among Us person, yeah, but I do love Disguised Toast. Also, there's a whole drama with like Kuno right now, and I don't know how to feel about that, because the way he did was crazy, and like watching videos that he's in now, I'm like, so weird. It's also a thing of, at least what he's doing that's bad is like, this is a thing that many men do in general. So many people cheat, especially when you're on Erasmus. It's like, this is such a common feature of not even men, like, but people. So like, him taking advantage of the fact he's famous, it's bad, but it's a lot more common and more of like a real person issue, I guess. Not a real person issue, like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like he just let the fame get to his head. And even like when I watch those videos, and like this guy's stuff's just been like, he's really good at the game. Like you can tell he downplays his intelligence, and like even watching videos from 5 years, he's like, oh no, like Tycoon knows, like he knows who the imposter is. I think that like it draws a line of, yeah, he cheated, but as like viewers, as a fan base, as people who use these YouTubers as entertainment, what is the line between watching someone for entertainment and knowing like these personal details about their lives? Like, do we have a say in like knowing like this person cheated, this is what they were doing, this is who they cheated with? I think that it is such an interesting topic of like, to be fair, we don't have a right to know. Like these are not our friends, so, and this is their job. Like realistically, someone who's like a lawyer, would they lose their job for cheating? No. They probably would lose their job for using their position to like take advantage of people below them and get like more stuff, do you know what I mean? But in terms of that, like this is not specific to his situation, but it's just in general. It's like interesting. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think about the whole situation, because I do think that's very interesting. I also watched the Michael Jackson movie and I was highly disappointed. I think as well, I thought a lot more would be said about like the racist hardships he probably went through. And considering they brought up like, I think they said MTV, he's the first black person to have a music video on it. And I was like, they literally haven't brought up anything about his race this entire movie. He could have been white and you wouldn't be able to tell the difference in the plot. Like, so it kind of made me sad in that way, because I feel like a lot of people of color, like, I thought it would just be a bit more refreshing to see like someone who definitely has gone through so much racism, because people do it and go through so much racism now, to like be able to overcome these issues. It'd be like more empowering as like watching it from the perspective of like of an Asian person, and being like, he had this drive and he knew he was good and he wasn't going to let like these issues in society stop him, rather than just like make everything seem so easy and light and fairy for him. And they made his dad be the only issue kind of that he had in his life, when that is just so not true. Like, they made like society out not to be the issue. His dad was the only bad thing. I'm not saying that his dad was bad. That's what anything I've heard after the movie, anything I've like watched after, they really downplayed his dad in the movie. But I think they could have focused on other things. The skin issue, like, I know that was a really big part of his life, so I like, why did they not bring that up? Like, they only brought it up once. Yeah, anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'm wishing you sweet dreams.